Hey there, it's Catherine from CatherinePuller.com, and today I'm going to show you these flowers. I made them with the Simply Pressed Clay and Molds by Stampin'. Let's take a look at how to use this. You get this little pouch with all this fabulous clay in it. This bag actually was left open overnight once, and I kind of was shocked and dismayed and upset when I came down and noticed it, but look, it didn't dry out. I was really excited about that. So I'm not sure exactly how this works because these are flowers that I made, and look, they don't pull apart. They dried very nicely, and it didn't take too long. I just left them overnight. Honestly, I have not done a test to see how long it takes to dry, but I have played with them to see how they work. So you want to take a little piece of the clay. These are the molds. One is flowers, one is buttons. And you're just going to press that clay down into the mold. And I like to try to not use too much because then it will kind of be a mound on the outside of the mold, and then it will stick up too much from your card. So you want the back to be fairly flat. And just press it in there. And then to get it out, I just kind of pull back that mold on all sides. It's very flexible, and then just pop it out. I've heard that some people have been having a little bit of trouble getting the clay out of the mold, and if you use that technique, you'll do just fine. Now let's do a button, and I have maybe just a tiny bit too much clay in there, so let me pull a little bit out. Buttons are a little bit more tricky. So now here's your button. Now what if you want colored? This is where you can use your re-inkers, and I'm just going to take one little drop. And now if you knead this with your hands, you're obviously going to get ink all over your hands. So I like to use a plastic bag and just knead the clay inside the bag. Once it's pretty well worked through, you can take it out of the bag and continue kneading it. Now this is just one drop of pumpkin pie re-inker. You can see it's a pretty light orange. You can add more, of course. I'm going to add another drop and see how dark it gets. Okay, so here is the largest flower I made with the 2 drops of pumpkin pie re-inker. I've also heard that you can dust your molds with an embossing buddy or a little bit of glitter, which then in turn will make your flower glittery, which is awesome. Or you can put these in the freezer for a little while. Honestly, I might do that with the buttons because I found them a little bit harder to get out, but the flowers, if you just turn back the mold, they came out pretty easily. Now I want to show you, if we use the pumpkin pie marker, you can color on these clay flowers, and this gives you a much darker color. So 2 ways you can make these nice and colorful. Now this one still is the one that I just made, so it's not quite dry yet. I kind of mushed the side there a little bit, but you can kind of push it back into shape. Now what I've done is made a bunch of them, and I'm just kind of having them in a little bucket on my desk, and then as I decide to add them to projects, I can just color them to coordinate. So that's a great way to do it. I hope you've enjoyed today's video tutorial, and be sure to check out CatherinePuller.com. You'll see all the details for this card here. And make sure you're on my newsletter list so you'll get the video series that's exclusive, the top 10 things every stamper needs to know, and then you'll be on my newsletter list to get 3 to 4 newsletters a month with information, tutorials, sometimes exclusive videos. Thanks so much. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a lovely day.